Hey, everybody, this is Josh Peak, and I'm with the OKUSA Wrestling, the membership director. We got Joe Koester with us here with the Tulsa Sports Commission, director of sports and sales. Joel, thanks for coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks, Josh, for having me. It's
You
a
bet.
big week.
Oh, it is a big week. Well, I know you've been doing your tour for the media, and so
Yeah.
just wanted to grab you for a couple minutes here and talk about the NCAA Wrestling Championships and the Tulsa Sports Commission, and then OKUSA, how we're in support of it as well. And we talked last week at the Big 12s, and talk to us a little bit about everything that's went to make this happen.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, this is the largest wrestling month in the history of Oklahoma, not just Tulsa. And so to have all these wonderful events happening here, kicking off the month with Big 12 Wrestling Championships, which was a great championship again, really competitive. We had record crowds, since the pandemic. And then World of Wrestling happening right across the street with their youth national duels. And then again, a little bit of a breather. And here we are this week with NCAAs, and we're just over the moon excited for this. I cannot wait for people to see all 8 mats going inside the BOK Center. It gives me chills every time I've walked in there so far. Again, this city is ready, but kind of answer your question too, is that these things just don't happen. They just don't come to places. We're actively out there seeking these. But with the NCAAs was interesting. I've been here about 3.5 years. I was part of the bid process when I got here, submitted the bid, but it's not just us. This has been going on for 15, 20, 30 years here in Oklahoma and in Tulsa. It's folks like, Jack and Shane Roller and all the work they've put in with all the youth events. Obviously, OKUSA Wrestling and everything they're doing. Zach and, the org's done a great job with USA Wrestling Junior National Duels every year. Those guys are basically the pioneers and the organizations, with World of Wrestling, OKUSA, they helped build a resume into getting Big 12 wrestling championships, and then also NCAAs. And again, it hasn't been lost on anyone. And, again, I can't say enough for what OKUSA Wrestling means, not only to the state of Oklahoma, but to Tulsa. And again, we couldn't do these things without our wrestling community. And again, it's been a long process. And I know I keep telling people, listen, this isn't our championship. This is your championship. This is Oklahoma's championship. And we want everyone to leave the BOK Center and this week going, wow, I'm really proud of our city, proud of our state. This is a big deal. I mean, not that I need to say it to this crowd, but it is a really big deal. This is the Super Bowl for Tulsa, and we recognize that.
Well, I'm glad it's here. I mean, we had it in Oklahoma City years ago, but to have it in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I knew without a doubt that the BOK could hold it. And then obviously with you working on this for the last 2-3 years, making it happen, I think it's a great place. And I know there's people talking about, do we have enough hotels? Do we have enough, dining places and that kind of thing? And I can say that the way that the city is laid out, even if you're at 51st and Yell, or even if you're wherever, you're only 5-7 minutes from really the BOK. But talk a little bit about what you've talked to me about what's going to happen on 3rd Street with all the food trucks and St. Patrick's Day and everything that's going to be open. There's going to be plenty for people. There's no doubt.
There's no doubt. And yeah, we've got a lot of awesome things planned. One thing I will mention right away, if you haven't downloaded the championship app yet, please do. All of the information, including maps to restaurants, attractions, everything's through that championship app. You're going to see a ton of signage downtown with QR codes on it that will take you to the same places. Every bar and restaurant has coasters, championship coasters. I thought I had one laying around, but you'll see them when you get your drinks or beverages. There's QR codes on there. They'll take you to all the information that's needed. But yeah, what an awesome week to have this here in Tulsa. Not only is it spring break, Friday is St. Patrick's Day. And again, it's just going to be an unbelievable party and celebration in our downtown. So there's a ton of things to do. We're activating 3rd Street outside of the BOK Center, which is the 3-block span right out the front door. We're going to have live entertainment out there every day starting tomorrow. We'll also have food trucks, beer garden, and other things family friendly to do. Right across the street at the Cox Business Convention Center is the official NCAA Fan Fest. We'll also have food and beverage options, a great selection of vendors. We're bringing over, and I highly recommend, if you can't get out to Stillwater this week to see the Wrestling Hall of Fame, we're bringing a traveling exhibit to the NCAA Fan Fest, so you'll be able to check out some of the Hall of Fame while you're here. And then right next door inside the convention center to the NCAA Fan Fest is the Oklahoma State University Fan Fest, which is going to have live entertainment, inflatables, food trucks. Again, there's a lot to do just outside the arena. And then our downtown is ready. We've had thousands of man hours have gone into planning this event, and no stone was left unturned. We heard from every major city this has been in. A, they either run out of beer, B, the restaurants aren't prepared for the crowds, so on and so forth. So we've had those conversations. Our restaurants know they've brought in extra staffing. They've brought in extra alcohol. We've even had conversations with our alcohol distributors to be on call in case we need additional support during the week. So everyone's ready. Again, it's going to be a really cool event. And then on Friday, obviously, is St. Patrick's Day. So if you're coming into the downtown on Friday, we will have some street closures. If you, again, go to the app, those maps will be on there. The street closures will really kind of be in our arts district in Blue Dome district, where Arnie's Bar and McNelly's Group is located. They're going to have a block-long festival for St. Patrick's Day. So in between sessions, go get your green beer, go get some beads, walk around, have a good time. It's going to be a blast. And again, there's just so much going on. Josh, you kind of hit on it earlier. Our downtown is extremely walkable. When you walk out of the BOK Center, again, you're going to see a bunch of bars and a few restaurants. But again, if you just walk in a short radius, we have a lot down here. We have roughly about 90 restaurants and bars in our downtown. So I highly recommend, I'm going to keep saying it, download the app. All of that information's in there. And again, you'll find everything you need.
Cool. We'll talk about I think that was what maybe a little bit of concern was, the restaurant staying open late enough, that type of deal. I'm sure that's going to be, we don't have any issues with that.
Yeah. So we shared with all of our restaurants and bars the schedule of events. They know to open early for breakfast. They know to stay open late. If you were out last night, again, it was a Tuesday. They know going into the championship days, especially today, they know the fans are from out of town are arriving. So schedules should start to shift. Again, last night, I know it was limited service. Just because it's a Tuesday in Tulsa. But again, they do know moving forward, they have all of the schedules. They understand what needs to happen as far as, again, being ready for breakfast. We've told them if they could do grab and go options, have that available. If you have a buffet option, do that. Again, we understand fans are wanting to come out of the sessions, grab something quick, and then, move on to the next place. All of our restaurants and bars will have the event on TV, televised, along with March Madness, which is also happening. So if you want to watch some basketball in between sessions, that will be available. Again, there's just a lot going on. And I keep saying, if you come here and don't have a good time, that's on you as the fan, because again, we're setting up every opportunity for everyone to have a good time here in Tulsa.
Well, and the last thing before I let you go, I know you got radio interviews all day here. You guys have held the PGA tournament. You've held some massive events. I mean, and this is a massive event, but there's no question that, Tulsa can hold it and accommodate it and do very well with it. And so, kind of speak to that a little bit. You've spoken a lot to everything else, but
sure,
we can hold massive events.
There's no doubt. Again, we're coming off the PGA Championship. We've held Ironman the last 2 years in a row, which one was the North American Championships. We're getting set to host the Bassmaster Classic, which we just announced for next year. Again, we're not. This isn't anything new to us. And again, I think the one advantage we have from Tulsa's standpoint is that we've got the wrestling community backing us. Again, we can't do these things, as I mentioned in the beginning of this, without the support of our wrestling community. Again, our volunteer support for this event, I'll share with you on this call, the NCAA said yesterday to us that it was the best volunteer group that they've had to start a championship, and they're really looking forward to, progressing through the week with them. And so, again, I can't thank our community enough because without our wrestling community here, these things aren't possible. And again, I can't thank and show my love to all the support we've been getting and everyone that's been reaching out to us, showing us love. And listen, we're working hard to make this a great event for everybody. And again, like I said in the beginning, this is your championship and we want to make you proud.
Well, I appreciate all the hard work you put in here, Joel. And
thank you.
And so anyways, well, everybody, like you said, download the app, come and have a good time. It's going to be a great event, and starts tomorrow, goes through Saturday night, and we're gonna have a good event. So I appreciate you coming on, Joel, and have a good luck for everything else that's coming down your way, and then with the interviews you got today.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.